Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to this wonderful celebration of Guiding Eyes for the Blind's newest guide dog teams. We have, I believe it's 7 here and then 2 home trainings. So we're celebrating 9 new teams today. And I have a question for you all. Oh, before I get started though, my name is Ben Cawley. I'm one of the instructors for the class and also one of the managers of the training team here at Guiding Eyes. And I just love graduation day because it's, just a celebration where everybody in the community of Guiding Eyes gets to come together and celebrate what we do with each other and meet each other and interact. Every time I meet someone from our community, whether or not it be someone from the kennels or someone in one of the supporting departments like nursing or facilities or the dining staff or the volunteers, the business office, there's always the same theme as far as it's always this curiosity of how can I help improve what we do in my way. For a donor, they might say, what do you need? What type of resources do you need to train the dogs better? A puppy raiser would ask me all the time. I think the instructors would agree that the most common thing a puppy raiser would say is, how can I better prepare my puppy to be the best guide dog it can be? And it's just such a wonderful community to be a part of. And these teams that we, as an instructor, we get a front row seat to seeing the developing relationship happen and the magic happen with these teams. And it's been such a pleasure to work with each and every one of you here. And we're very excited for you. I have a question though. I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna zero in on one of the dogs here, and that's Mr. Eclipse. Because he's very special because he was born on April 8th, 2024 at approximately 3:25 p.m. Anybody know what happened at that time? Yeah. And it's pretty rare that we have a dog that's not named with the same letter of their litter. He's got an E, his litter mates, I believe, are P's. And the organization decided, hey, he came out when everything got dark, he came out, and it was just an extraordinary moment. It was the only eclipse that I've seen in my lifetime, and maybe the only one I will see, unless I travel to see them. And I was thinking a lot about that throughout training, how special that was and how special these dogs are and the bond between the people and the dogs that we as a community are able to produce. And I'm just so thankful to be a part of it and to have you on that journey with us to produce these wonderful guide dog teams. And we're going to get on to the celebration now. So what we're going to do is the trainers are going to, that have worked with these wonderful people up here, are going to give a brief description of each one of the clients that are graduating today. And we're going to start with Michelle.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Michelle Tang. I'm a placement specialist at Guiding Eyes. The last 2 weeks, I've worked with Jenna Ravelli, Jolene Hollister, Ben Cawley, and Stephanie Corrett. We've all had the absolute pleasure of instructing the 7 teams we see in front of us today. Our first team, please welcome Kalia and Black Lab Bethany. Kalia joins us from Southern California, and Bethany is her first guide dog. Kalia will be attending college at Vanguard Christian Academy to study music education. She loves music, art, running, and spending time with her family and friends. Kalia has been a quick study, and even though she can regularly be found in her heels, we're in them now, she is quite light on her feet and extremely fast-paced. We did a 2-mile walk this morning at the park, and I took a picture of her. She was so far ahead of me, and I was in my sneakers, and I was acting cool. I was like, "You're good, just keep going." But really, I was just trying to not have her hear my heavy breathing. And she's doing that in heels. So Kalia looks forward to her increased independence with Bethany, and I personally look forward to receiving pictures of Kalia with Bethany in one hand and her Dr. Pepper in the other. Next, we have Robin and Black Lab Yacht, or Yachty, or Yachty, 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 Yachty. He's heard it all. Robin Burdick resides in Kittery, Maine. She was married to her husband Homer for over 50 years. She has 2 children, 2 granddaughters, and 2 grand dogs. Yacht is her very first guide dog. Robin taught school for 40 years, and for the past 17 years, she has volunteered working with youth in her community, her church, and local schools. She loves to swim, kayak, participate in aerobic classes, and walk. Never heard that word. Robin is grateful to have Yacht as her companion, and she believes he will help her maintain her independence for years to come. So Robin, on paper, she was, lower moderate, 2.8 miles per hour. In class, she is booking it at a 3.4. So again, I'm jogging behind her, letting her get ahead. But yeah, it was an absolute pleasure to have both of you assigned to me, and I got to work with you every day. Congratulations, guys. You can pass it over to Jenna.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Jenna Rovelli. I'm a GDMI trainee here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind. I have the honor of introducing you guys to my 2 teams that I've had the absolute pleasure of working with for the last 2 weeks. So we're going to start off with Kevin and his Black Lab Yahtzee. Kev joins us from Irwin, North Carolina, and has come to Guiding Eyes for his very first guide dog. He's been matched with Yahtzee, a tiny but mighty Black Lab female. I feel it was love at first sight for this team, or maybe love at first sight for or love at first cookie for Yahtzee. Kev's positive attitude and eagerness to learn all things Yahtzee has helped this team flourish. His patience for Yahtzee and himself as he has learned how to work a guide dog has matched Yahtzee's sensitive soul perfectly. Yahtzee is a quiet but occasionally opinionated girl and is always right at Kev's side, patiently waiting for her next cookie. Kev is a devoted husband, father, and working visual artist. He looks forward to introducing Yahtzee to his wife and daughter. Kev is an avid artist and actively serves his community as a Board of Trustees member of the Arts Council at Fayetteville. Having already earned his associate in Fine Arts and Visual Arts, Kevin is currently pursuing his Bachelor of Arts with the ultimate goal of completing his Master of Fine Arts so he can share his passion by teaching art at the college level. Yahtzee will, of course, be joining him on this journey and will likely become equally as good at tie-dye as Kev, if not better. Next, we have Rachel with her Black Lab, Vic. Rachel joins us from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and has come to Guiding Eyes for her very first guide dog. She has been matched with a Black Lab male named Vic. Rachel and Vic hit it off the moment they met on arrival day. The 2 bonded quickly, and within just a few days, they were in tune with one another like they'd been a team for a lifetime. Rachel's positive attitude, patience, and eagerness to learn all about her new boy have brought out the very best in this team. Vic is a stoic boy and is always at Rachel's side, quietly checking in with her and ready for their next adventure. Rachel looks forward to introducing Vic to her husband and daughter, Mackenzie. Vic will also get to know Rachel's 2 cats, Mackerel and Honolulu. Back home, Rachel is a licensed marriage and family therapist. Outside of work, she takes piano and ice skating lessons. She enjoys singing, dancing, quoting movie lines, and writing letters to her local nursing home. Rachel is a very adventurous and outgoing person and is grateful to have Vic in her life now to join her on these adventures and help her feel more confident and independent in her community.
Great. Next, I had the pleasure of working with Beth and Joe. I'm going to introduce Beth and Eclipse first. Beth and I had an immediate bond because she's a lifelong teacher, and she's also a martial artist, and we had a lot of opportunity to learn from each other, which I love doing. Beth is someone who always wants to learn, always wants to know why, and it was just such a pleasure to watch this team, watch the 2 of them develop into such a wonderful team. I can't wait to see where you go from here. So Beth is from Pell City, Alabama, and I already talked about Eclipse and his special name. She's back home in Alabama. Beth has a lot of hats. She is a mom, a grandma. She works as a vocational rehabilitation counselor at the Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind. She speaks ASL, and she taught me a lot of ASL that I probably don't remember. But I appreciated it was fun. being able to communicate a little bit with sign language. Eclipse will be joining Beth with her close-knit family. She returns home to her husband and her son, who's an EMT and lives locally, and his 7-year-old granddaughter who visits Beth frequently, and I hear is going to help with Eclipse's training. So, congratulations to Beth and Eclipse, and it was a pleasure working with you. Joe Gibbs is next, also a fellow martial artist and fellow wrestler. He has been such a pleasure to work with. Joe surprised me at how intuitive and just loving and gentle he was towards the black dog male that he's receiving, which is named Taco. And I apologize for the name Joe once again. This is Joe's second dog from Guiding Eyes. His fourth dog overall. Joe's been working guide dogs since 2004. He started his guide dog career with another school, 2 other schools. We won't mention the names, but Joe, his first dog from us was Pablo, and we thought it would be convenient to give him another dog that ended with O. 2-syllable names, ends with O, male. That wasn't very easy for Joe. I'm sorry, Joe. Not to mention they're both Mexican themed, right? We got Pablo and Taco. So Taco's trainer got him the cutest stuffed taco toy that Joe was describing this morning, how he loves to play with it. So a little bit more about Joe. Joe professionally works full-time, so he's going to go back to keeping Taco very busy. He works at a local factory, an assembling factory. And he's also a very dedicated family man. And I had both Beth and I saw this firsthand. He really included his family in the training, frequently calling his wife and 1-year-old daughter to say hello. It was very cute hearing his daughter Mia playing at home on their scale, weighing herself. They got a talking scale at home, and Mia loved that. But throughout Joe's training, that thoughtful and caring side was evident in his care for Taco. And it's been such a pleasure, and I really look forward to hearing all about your adventures, Joe, and thank you for coming back to Guiding Us. And next, Jolene.
Last but not least, I had the pleasure of working with Katie Mobby here. I can't even recall, somebody asked me at the beginning of class when the last time I did class was. I can't come up with it, but I'm glad that I jumped back in to work with Katie and Steinway these last couple of weeks. Katie's returned to Guiding Eyes for her 3rd German Shepherd from us. We've bonded over our love of the pointy ears. Katie lives in Grand Haven, Michigan with her husband of 26 years. I hope they're going to celebrate when they get home because it's the first time that their anniversary has occurred and they haven't been together. She celebrated with us. I imagine Grand Haven to be quite the beautiful place. They live a short walk off of the shores of Lake Michigan. Katie and Steinway will enjoy long walks along the boardwalk in the summer. Don't worry, the long walks will continue through the winter. If I said, hey, Katie, we could turn here or, the answer was always or because that was the longer walk option. Katie and Steinway clicked right away. Katie has such a genuine, natural way of connecting to her dog. She does not even realize how often she simply reaches down to pet him. If Steinway is sitting next to her, there's a distinct lean against Katie as she's petting him. They've also bonded over their love of long walks together and have kept me moving a lot for the last 2 weeks. I look forward to hearing all of their adventures together.
Okay, the 7 dogs graduating today in front of us were trained by Jean Wilsey, Abby Tanzer, Amy DiPaolo, Jennifer Velli, Sky Boucher, Jolene Hollister, Chrissy Petrano, Lori Bussey, and Erin Murphy.
I also get the distinct pleasure to introduce you to our two teams graduating via our home training department today. First up, Marianne Dianocentes and guide dog Jojo. Marianne is now training with her third dog from us, Jojo, a sweet black lab female that loves to be close to her. The team will stay busy with country walks to a friend's house, walking paths at a local park, and the county fairgrounds adjacent to her vast property. She's also active in her church and other activities with friends and family. Marianne loves the confidence a guide dog brings to her and is thrilled to be using one once again. This team was trained at home by Dave Hageman, regional guide dog mobility instructor. Jojo was trained by Alyssa David. And our second team graduating from home training today is Rita Eggert and guide dog Julie. Julie, a black lab female, is Rita's 5th GEB guide dog. Rita and Julie hit it off from the start. Julie is a sweet pea, as Rita likes to call her. Rita is retired, will be working with Julie for daily errands and attending church events. Rita is active in her church, and Julie fits right in and loves to sit through Sunday school classes and sermons. They are a wonderful team and have a great time together. This team was trained at home by Rivi Israel, regional guide dog mobility instructor. Julie was trained by Abby Tanzer.
Good afternoon. My name is Jessica Walsh, and I'm a regional puppy specialist here at Guiding Eyes. I work with all the East regions, providing administrative support to the regions and the regional puppy instructors. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all the raisers. Without you, the incredible dogs graduating today would not have made it to this point. Before my current position, I used to work as a kennel tech here at the training school. As a result of that role, I'm lucky enough to have seen all the stages the pups have endured. It really brings full circle to see a tiny 8-week-old puppy turn into a guide dog like the ones in front of us today. As a current raiser, I know the hours and commitment it takes, so I thank you for planning unique outings and keeping your puppy safe, altering your schedule to fit in a puppy and his or her needs, and so much more. Every puppy raiser is different, but the one thing you all have in common is the love and dedication you put into the puppies you're raising. The dogs graduating today are the result of that love. I am incredibly grateful to be a part of an organization where we have a passionate, hardworking, selfless volunteers like you. Before our raisers attended graduation, I asked for a couple sentences about their pups, and here are some of their incredible remarks. For Vic, his raiser said, Vic is goofy, affectionate, and full of joy. Whether he was chasing toys, getting the zoomies, or trying to squeeze into someone's lap, he always made people smile. For Eclipse, Eclipse Raiser has said, Eclipse is the sweetest, gentle boy with a big heart. He loves attention and does his best to be a good boy. He is just the best. And for Jojo, Jojo is the sweetest pup, and he really made our job easy. She is an eager learner and very curious about her surroundings. She has a big heart and will do an amazing job as a partner. I wish the new graduating teams good luck, and it is my honor to express great thanks from the puppy program and to our raisers who are here in person. If you look over here, Stephanie is going to hand out some of the certificates for the raisers here. We have Bethany with Tina Ma. We have Eclipse with Sherry Barron. We have Vic with Saucer Theater. And Yacht with David Chang. I would also like to announce the name of raisers who could not be here today, so if you could please hold the applause to the end. We have Bethany with Jean Silverman, Eclipse with Claire Tallender, Steinway with Jesse Burgess, Taco with Tara Marty, Vic with Julia Ryan, Yahtzee and Nancy and John Maschmeyer, Julie with Cheryl DeFalco, and Jojo with Isabel Bella Messer. I'm going to pass it, oh, sorry. I'm going to pass it to our graduate speaker, Kevin.
All right. I'm Kev. Hello. First, I'd like to thank all my fellow students for nominating me to speak on their behalf. Hopefully, I don't embarrass them in any way. Let me start here. Sorry, I got to get my size 60 font. On behalf of my fellow students and myself, I want to express our deepest gratitude to everyone who made this life-changing experience possible. Thank you to the trainers for your expertise and patience in guiding us to this milestone, and to the puppy raisers for the incredible dedication that prepared these dogs for their vital roles. We are also profoundly grateful to the donors whose generosity provides the essential resources for this work. Finally, heartfelt, let me see where I'm at here. I missed it. Finally, a heartfelt thank you to the staff members and volunteers whose tireless efforts behind the scenes have been absolutely essential to our journey. And on a personal level, I wanted to say that the love that everyone at Guiding Eyes has shown, not just for the dogs or for the students, not just for the mission of the organization, but for each other, is inspiring and infectious. And I hope, and my hope is that I may spread that same love around to others in my future travels with God.
We're going to present our graduates with their certificates. So first we have Kalia Hutto and Bethany. Robin Burdick and Yacht. Kevin McAllister Elmore and Yahtzee. Rachel Hoff and Vic. Beth Richards and Eclipse. Joe Gibbs and Taco Taco. And Katie Maubey and Steinman. I'll turn it over to Chris.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris Perry, President and CEO here at Guiding Eyes. I just want to thank all of our guests for joining us here today. Your presence here today makes this celebration all the more special. And to our graduates, it's been a real pleasure having you on campus with us here these past couple of weeks. Seems like just yesterday we were welcoming you for Dog Day, and now our time with you is drawing to a close. There's just a couple of things I want to leave you with before you leave us. First and foremost, please know that there's a whole team of people standing at the ready to support your independence once you get back home. All you have to do is reach out to us by phone and we can have someone there to support you, okay? Also, we very much encourage you to be an active member of our graduate community. Many of our graduates have found this to be very, very helpful, okay? And we also, with changes that we make at Guiding Eyes for the Blind, we incorporate feedback we receive from graduates. So those graduate quarterly calls we host are very important forums for you to be able to participate in and message to us your thoughts on our programming, and we're always looking to refine and make things better, okay? And lastly, there's just one little thing I need to let you know about these animals you're about to take home with you, and that is we give all of our guide dogs here at Guiding Eyes a special ingredient, okay? This ingredient is first given to the dogs when they're born in our whelping kennel in Patterson, and throughout the first 8 weeks of their lives when they're initially socialized to humans. And then our puppy raisers continue giving the dogs this ingredient for up to 1.5 years as they raise the dogs in their homes. It's been said that inside of every Guiding Eyes guide dog beats the heart of a compassionate puppy raiser. We're very thankful for our puppy raisers, okay? And then once the dogs come back here to Yorktown to undergo their training to become guide dogs, our kennel staff, our training staff, and our entire vet team continue to infuse the dogs with this ingredient. This ingredient is just as important as food and water, and best of all, it doesn't cost anything. The ingredient I'm referring to is love. And you have to understand that all of our staff and all of our volunteers are dog lovers to begin with. So by the time the dog makes its way into your arms, so many people have invested so much love in the dog. For that reason, you will find that your new guide dog is not only an effective tool that is there to support your independence, but is also a warm and loving companion. Okay? You're taking home one of our ambassadors of love, okay, from Guiding Eyes. So please know that. So we wish you the very best of luck with your new guides. And this concludes today's celebration. If you could all just please join me in one last round of applause for our celebrants. Thank you. Thank you.